Good evening, everyone. My name is Manish, currently positioned as an intern, business analyst, Spark Foundation. So I have done my task number 8, which is spread of COVID-19 in the world and how much it impacted throughout the world in different countries. We will gonna look have a look on it. And so this is all about my data set of COVID-19, which includes the following parameters. The number one is country. There are 185 countries included right now and in the data set, and which includes the different parameter with respect to the country, like confirmed cases, total number of confirmed cases, total number of deaths, total number of recovered cases, total number of active cases, new death, new recoveries, number of death per last week, and the change in the percentage change in increase or decrease in the number. And this is all about my data set. The data set is all cleaned up in a proper format so that to get a good visualization. So now we are moving onto our main slide, that is Tableau. So talking about Tableau, Tableau is a software and which is basically focused on business intelligence, and also it is a subsidiary platform of Salesforce. So it is used to create data visualization and storyboards out of the data. So it's a highly useful tool uh, which helps in predicting and used for decision making of any business organization. So the Tableau having a different number of sheets. In each sheet, we have created a separate graph which includes histogram, which includes the heat map, maps, bubble chart, and scatter plot. So my first chart is all about a bar plot, which shows the countries with confirmed cases. And we can see that US is having the highest number of confirmed cases with an average of 4 lakhs, and followed by Brazil, and the third one is India. And I have taken the top 10 countries in the world which have the highest number of cases. So the next one is about the global cases, which is depicted through the map and which shows different continents like Africa, Africa, Asia, North America, and South America. So here we can see that the India is having the active number of global cases around 4 lakh, with the confirmed cases 1 lakh around, and the highest number is around of US is there, which is having 2 lakh, and the different continents having different. So we can see that the impact of the global COVID-19 is quite lethal. So the third one is about the bubble chart, which shows the top 10 countries who recovered very fastly, and the more bigger the bubble it is, the faster it recovered. So the Brazil tops in it, and which is having average recovery of 1 lakh people, and followed by US, which is having the highest number of cases as well as recovery, followed by India and Russia. So, so moving on to our next chart, which is about the dual axis chart. So the dual axis of recovery as well as death followed with respect to the different countries. So we can see that in zoom form, and here we can see that the recoveries, as we already know that from our prior dashboard, that Brazil having the highest rate of recovery, and as well as the blue line shows the death rates. So the highest number of death is of US, whereas the bar shows the recovery rate. So Brazil topped in recovery, whereas in case of deaths, US tops it. Likewise, we have different countries like USA, USA recovered cases, and at the same time we have India, and the blue line shows the death rate, whereas the bar plot shows the recovery rate here. So our next card or sheet is all about the heat map. The heat map, the heat map shows the countries with respect to the death. So the bigger the box it is, the biggest number, the number of the highest, the number of death it is. So as we can see that the highest, USA is having the highest number of deaths, followed by Brazil, then India, France, UK, Mexico. So likewise, we can see the intensity, also intensity of colors, which also represents the number of deaths. So our next plot is all about the scatter plot, which shows the confirmed cases versus death. So how it works, like the different dots are given and the closest one to the axis shows the number of cases, less number of cases, whether it is active, confirmed, and deaths. The most interesting part of this plot is that it shows three dimensions, three parameters at the same time, like active, confirmed, and death part. So the closer it is from the origin, the lesser number of cases the country has. So had, and basically, and this one is the closest one. We can see the Iran uh, having the lesser number of cases, whereas in case of US, as we know that the highest number of cases, whether it is active, confirmed, and death. So this is all about the different sheet of mine, and this can be simulated with the help of filters. And as we can see, the interesting part of the dashboard is that when we want to see a particular country, the graph simulates and gives the data as per the country only. So likewise, I use USA, I click that USA in the bar plot, and the sudden change in the different graphs, as you can see, like when I clicked US, it shows the point out in mapping, then the recovery rate of USA with the actual number, and in the heat map it shows 148k deaths, and different plots uh, synchronize with the with all of them. So this is about the Tableau project that I have of COVID-19 given by Spark Foundation. So thank you. This is Manish.